Hello, beautiful parents. Welcome to Mom on Board. Are you really ready for your parenthood journey? Yes, it's really a big question. Although you had done a lot of preparation, you had done lot of research, you had done lot of thorough preparing for your parenthood journey, but still there are some points, there are some actually a general things which really bothers us after becoming a parent. So in this video I am going to talk about all these things that are a general worries for a new parent and for to be parent. So this video is really going to very interesting, that will help you a lot. So please watch this video till the end. Hit the like button for me if you like the video. Subscribe the Mom on Board. Comment me on the video if you are having anything extra, anything more precious information with you, then please share with us. That will help us all. Then please press the bell icon, that will give you notification of what are the different things, what are the different happening interesting things that are actually happening in your home, in your family, that is on Mom on Board. And yes, don't forget to share this video, because this video is going to help to all mothers and all to be new parents and to be parents. So please share this video. As I usually say, sharing is caring. So here we are, without wasting much more time, we are starting our today's video. So our today's information is general worries in new parents. Yes, it's really going to help you a lot, because these are all my experiences what I'm sharing with you all. So the first worry is regarding the breastfeeding, regarding the breast milk supply. This is a very general, very common worry to a new mother, whether we are feeding our baby properly, whether he is capable of latching properly, whether he is sucking properly milk, or whether he is fulfilling his needs regarding the milk properly or not. It's really a bothering and disturbing thing for a new mother, because we think that baby require milk every after 2 hours. So in my case, I had faced this same question, whether my milk supply is sufficient for Raghav or not, whether he is fulfilling his needs regarding the milk properly or not. Because I thought that after every 2 hour he cries, he demands for a milk. So in that case, what I was thinking, that my milk supply is not proper, or he is not able to latch properly, or he is not able to suck milk properly. So trust me, there is nothing to worry, because I had consulted with my pediatrician. It's a general rule. Every after 2 hour newborn requires for a feed, because they digest milk so fast, they pee a lot, they poop a lot in a day. So it's a very general phenomenon that you have to feed your baby every after 2 hour. If your baby is having sufficient weight diaper, if your baby is having sufficient weight gain, so in that case is nothing to worry. It's actually happened with me. I felt that Raghav is not getting proper milk, so I had feed him a lot. And what happened, when I had visited to my pediatrician and he checked his weight, all of a sudden his weight gain is so much that his weight is equal to 3 months baby, which is in his first month only. So in doing overthinking, we do two things normally: we overfeed our baby, or we underfeed our baby. These two things are actually not good for him. If your baby's growth is proper, if he is gaining weight accurately according to his age, and your pediatrician is saying he is healthy, then in that case, please don't urge him, don't push him to feed frequently, or don't force him to drink milk in excess quantity. Or in opposite case, what happens if you are saying your baby is so healthy, your baby is gaining so much weight, but you know that you are feeding him properly, then in that case, please don't cut down his milk supply. In that case, obviously that both is going to hamper your baby's growth. So it's a normal common thing that breastfeeding or breast milk supply is really bothering thing for a mother. But as time passes, as her babies and her bond is getting stronger and stronger day by day, this problem is also dissolved. You exactly find when your babies need, what are your babies need, and how you are going to fulfill as you experiences your motherhood journey. So there is nothing to worry, there is nothing to take tension in this case. Then the next worry is regarding to baby's poop frequency and color. Yes, there is a lot of confusion. If your baby is on breast milk, then obviously he will do a yellow color potty. If your baby is on formula milk, whether its frequency in a day for only one time you are giving formula milk, or whether you are giving 2 times or more, in that case, if he is doing a green color potty, then it's all okay, because you are giving him a formula milk. In that formula milk you are adding water, so it's obvious thing that your baby is doing green color potty, nothing to worry in that case. But make sure if your baby is doing red color, white color or a black color potty, in that case obviously consult with your pediatrician. There is something happening which is not good for your baby's growth, baby's health, which is actually disturbing his intestinal or his digestive system. In that case, please go to the hospital and please do thorough checkup of your baby. The next thing is regarding frequency. It's all okay. Most of the parents are worried about that my baby is not doing potty for since last 4 to 5 days. It's totally okay. Or the other case is parents are worried because their babies are doing potty in a day for 5 to 6 times. In both cases is totally okay. If your baby is not doing potty for a 1 week or for 4 to 5 days, in that case he is totally digesting his breast milk or formula milk. If he is happy, he is not cranky, in that case obviously nothing to worry. Check his tummy. If you feel that there is something hardness or there is another sign that while doing potty, if he is having some uncomfortableness or he is passing hard stool, then in that case he might have a problem of constipation or he is not digesting milk properly. So in that case consult with your doctor, consult with your pediatrician. He will give proper remedy for that. He will give oral drops which are treated for your constipation. I had made a video on that, please go and check. I had mentioned different home remedies on the constipation. If you are doing that and your babies get comfortableness, then it's okay. But after doing all the practices still your baby is having that problem of constipation, then obviously you have to move on the medication. I had already mentioned medication which is very good for me, which I had tried on Raghav. You can give that, or else you can directly consult with your pediatrician. He will give a proper medicine for constipation in your babies. So there are some signs and symptoms, you have to catch that and accordingly you have to treat your baby. But there is nothing to worry, or please do not think too much on that criteria, whether my baby is doing only green color potty or whether my baby is doing hard stool. Make sure if your baby is doing watery kind of stool or he is passing just water while pooping, in that case there is another criteria that you must have to consult with your pediatrician, because it's another sign and symptom of dehydration. So in that case obviously you have to go to hospital and you have to do thorough checkup of your baby. And note that other than red, white and black color stool is totally okay with your baby. If your baby is doing a brown color of poop after 6 months, in that case the iron content is going extra in your baby's stomach, it's totally okay. But because of that, what happened, baby is doing a hard stool. It happens with Raghav also. So these are the all things which you have to notice, and you have to adjust his diet after 6 months when your baby is going to on a solid. But if your baby is under 6 months, that is from 0 to 6 months, and he is doing green color potty, if your baby is on formula milk, then it's totally okay, totally normal. There is nothing to worry. Most of the cases parent thinks that my baby is having intestinal infection because he is doing a green color potty. I had also faced the same problem, but believe me, it's a normal thing. If your baby is doing mustard yellow color of poop, it's actually a sign of healthy baby. And if your baby is totally on a breast milk, 100% on breast milk, then obviously in that case he will do a yellow color of potty. These are the some ranges of the color. But what happen, as a new parent, we think a lot. We do overthinking regarding each and every aspect of our baby's growth. So it's obviously bother us. There is no need to do overthinking regarding that. As I mentioned, there are some signs and symptoms. If you catch that and if you consult your pediatrician, then all solutions in your hand. So just enjoy your parenthood journey. Then the next worry is sneezing. We all notice that a newborn baby sneeze a lot, is totally okay. But at that time of phase, as a new mother, we are not able to understand that factor. We think that, in my case, I think that baby is having so small nose, so for how much time he sneeze, that may cause a pain, that may cause discomfortableness or irritation to Raghav. Whether he is able to breathe properly, whether there is some problem in his nose, how he can tackle all this. There are so many questions in my mind. So I had consulted with my pediatrician. He told me it's totally okay. He is actually coming in totally new world, in new climate for 9 months. he is in mother's womb, so actually he is totally secure under there, so there is no need to worry. Actually, in outer climate there is a lot of pollution, there is a lot of weather change, we are using AC, so baby takes a little bit time to adjust with all the atmosphere condition, and because of that it's just a reflex action given by baby's body. Sneezing is totally okay. As a time being, as baby grows, this will go away and you will obviously get rid of this problem. There is nothing to worry about this. Please don't think too much on this. Actually, many times is saying that sneezing is very good for health, but as a scientific logic, what I see behind that, because of sneezing there is a chance of if there is any kind of dirt or pollution in baby's nose, that will obviously come out, or if there is kind of mucus or he is having some kind of cold, then obviously that will come out. So it's a scientific way we can see in the sneezing of baby in that way also. But don't overthink that my baby is having cough and cold, then after that he will have temperature. There are n number of things are coming in mind as a new mother, so please don't do that. I had done a lot of research, thorough research on this, so it's my humble suggestion to you, please don't do overthink on that. It's just a phase that will go away as your baby grows. Then the next worry is regarding the red patchy skin or a red small dots on your baby's skin. Actually, that's a really disturbing factor. We think that this is what exactly because how happens. Actually, this is really bothering thing to me also. But when I consulted with my pediatrician, he told me that for a 9-month baby is actually again the same thing. Baby is under mother's womb. Actually, there is a very secure environment for him. All of a sudden, he will comes out, and in mother's womb there is a lot of blood supply. After coming out, in the outer environment, baby is also having so much blood supply in his body. Baby's heart rate is so fast, and because of this all things are happen. It's just a normal, there is nothing to worry. Make sure if your baby's that red skin patches skin or the red dots, they are not getting bigger, or there is no kind of any dirt or pus inside that. If you notice that this is happening on your baby's skin, then that might be different. That might be because of some kind of skin problems. That is might be because you are using different kind of skin product that may not stable to your baby. Because as a parent, we think that we are using so much delicate creams, so much delicate soaps, so much delicate lotions on your baby. But even though this is happening to our baby, it's totally disturbing to a parent. But if that product is really not suitable to your baby, if that is irritated to your baby, then that is a skin reaction which is occurs. Then in that case, you have to consult with your pediatrician. Then the next important point in this, make sure you are not using anything extra on your baby's skin, because it is happens we are using so much kind of home remedies on our baby's skin, like potatoes, or a different kind of flour, so that may cause some kind of irritation or a heat problem to your baby. Make sure you are not using anything extra on your baby's skin, because they are just newborn, they are so delicate, their skin is so thin, so delicate. Don't put anything extra on your baby's skin. Just oil massage is sufficient for your baby. Please do not think too much. There is a solution available for each and every problem. You just have to notice your baby's growth, your baby's some signs and symptoms, as I had mentioned. So there is nothing to worry. If your baby's skin is red skin patch, it's normal. As your baby's growth, that will disappear automatically, and enjoy your parenthood journey. Then the next worry is flaky skin. Yes, you are saying that your baby's skin is just peel off, is just going off. It's really actually disturbing and painful to us as a new mother. It happens with me also. So I had again consulted with my pediatrician, and he told me it's totally okay. It's just a layer of skin, because when your baby is under the womb, there is a totally different environment, as I said earlier. So after coming into the different environment, after adjusting with the environment, there is just a skin layer that is going off. After that, your babies definitely get a normal skin. It's a phase, it happens with every baby. So please do not worry and do not rush to hospital for this kind of things if that are happening to your baby. Then the next worry is baby sleeping pattern. Yes, there is a lot of questions and lot of confusion regarding that. See, every baby is different. Generally, newborn sleeps a lot. If you notice, for 3 to 4 months, our newborn is just slept and we think that what they are doing, just feeding and sleeping, just feeding and sleeping. But there is no need to think over much on that. If your baby is taking breast milk properly or formula milk properly, if he is doing peeing a lot properly, if he has a wet diaper 5 to 6 in a day, it's totally okay. If his poop color is, as I mentioned earlier, in that normal range, then it's totally okay. Please don't disturb your baby sleep. Generally baby sleep a lot because in the mother womb they are sleeping a lot, because under the mother's womb there is a darkness, there is no disturbance at all, so they'll take a little bit time to adjust with the outer environment, to adjust with us, to forming a bond with the mother. They will take a little bit of time, so give them time. It's a normal thing. Obviously they will overcome this phase slowly. So enjoy your motherhood journey. Please don't think too much on this criteria. Then in that case there is actually a opposite criteria. We have seen rare cases of this, that a newborn sleeps less. In that case mother thinks, what happens, my baby is not feeding properly, why he is not sleeping, whether he is having any kind of pain or any kind of trouble. If your baby playing properly, if he is feeding properly, if he poops properly, if he gives a wet diaper in a day 5 to 6 times properly, then in that case nothing to worry. Some babies are active, some babies are having a little less sleep than other babies, so there are different kind of babies. So don't think too much on this. It's totally okay. Just enjoy your baby's growth pattern and your motherhood journey, and give time to your both, because you both are developing in this phase. So it's totally okay, it's totally normal. Then the next worry is very common, baby hiccups. Yes, generally we notice that newborn having so much hiccups. We think that, what is the problem? I had feed him just before 10 to 5 minutes earlier, and even though he having a hiccups, it's just a normal thing, because for 9 months when your baby is under your womb, in your womb, in that case their feeding pattern is totally different. What you are eating, that ultimately goes to your baby while placenta. So after, all of a sudden after coming outside, they are feeding independently, they are trying to digest their milk independently. So little bit time is requires. This is a totally new thing to your baby. So hiccups is just a reflex action given by their body. Their digestive system is just developing. They are taking milk every 2 to 3 hours. So there is a increase in frequency of their milk. So proper digestion of that milk takes a little bit of time. Their digestive system is developing. It is not developed properly. And about that, this total environment is very different from them. Their feeding pattern is all of a sudden changes. So because of that, it's just a reflex action of your babies. So it's just a normal. As your babies grows, after 6 months to 1 year of span, you will notice that their hiccups will go off automatically. There is nothing to worry about it. It's a natural thing. It's a natural phenomenon. Then the next worry is baby spit ups. Yes, it's actually a very disturbing factor to mother. I'm talking about the spit ups like a curd thing. They are spitting up normally after feeding, or in any case this is totally normal with your baby, because they are learning to digest their milk, they are learning to suck their milk, they are learning to latch properly while feeding. So it's a natural phenomenon. There is nothing to worry. Give them time. But notice that while spit up, if your baby is a little bit of uncomfortableness, or he is crying, or he is having irritated, in that case you must consult with your pediatrician, because there is a medical condition called gastrointestinal reflux. This is occurs because of some kind of reaction in your baby's digestive system. If you are giving a formula milk to your baby, then that formula milk might not get adjusted by your baby's digestive system, by baby's stomach. So in that case this is happen, but this is a very rare phenomenon that is actually occurs. So don't overthink on that, whether my baby is having this kind of problem or not. General spit up, a curd like thing that is coming out on your baby's mouth, it's totally okay, it's totally normal. But As I mentioned, if your baby is facing that some kind of problem, or he is crying a lot, or he is having a pain while spit up, in that case, please go to pediatrician, please consult your doctor. He will actually guide you properly in that case. Then the next worry is Starling reflux. Yes, it's actually a very common. You notice that when your baby is sleeping, he is having some kind of little bit of, all of a sudden he shakes in his sleep pattern. It's very normal. It's just a reaction given by your babies, because for 9 months when your baby is in your womb, he is under total secure environment. There is no sound, no light, total darkness. So all of a sudden when your baby is coming in this world, he is actually very new to this climate. There is a weather change, there is a lot of things happening around him. There is a sound, light, you are wearing him a clothes, so there is kind of different sensation on baby skin. So Starling reflux is occurs because of that. Regarding Starling reflux, there is a different kind of saying which is very famous around us. Elderly persons says generally that while sleeping, baby is connecting with the angel, he talks with the god, or he is having some kind of dreams, or god gave him some kind of work and he is doing that. On over that, there is a saying that he connects with his earlier life. It's totally baseless. This is actually not having any scientific base. It's totally myths for me, so I'm just not believing on that. It's my opinion. It is having a scientific basis, scientific logic, which I had explained. So Starling reflux is just a reflux action given by baby's body to the new environment. It's actually a very normal thing. When your baby settles after 2 to 3 months, that will obviously automatically go off, and so please don't think too much on it. Just enjoy your motherhood journey. It's a very beautiful phase. I had done so much research on this. Actually, I had faced this problem a lot, so it's my suggestion, please don't overthink on that. Just enjoy your motherhood phase. Then the next worry actually is very common, and actually that should be on number 1 when we are talking about the worries. That is a crying of baby. It's, trust me, it's very normal. This is the only way that baby have to communicate with their parents, to communicate with all of us. So there is nothing to worry. When your baby is having different kind of needs, like when he have a feed, that is when your baby is hungry, when he is having diaper change, when he is having mama's comfort, or because of overstimulation, understimulation, babies cries a lot. So as a new mother, there is actually takes little bit time to understand all babies need, but as time passes, as the bond between mother and baby is getting stronger and stronger day by day, you will exactly understand baby's need. And if you are doing a proper action on your baby's need, then obviously his crying pattern will be changes, and that will kind of indicator to you as a mother what your baby exactly wants. But again, in this point, make a note that if you are doing all the needs, if you are fulfilling all needs of your baby, that if you are done his feeding, if you change his diaper, if you fulfilling his all needs, and after that if he is still crying, then there might be a different kind of problem, because babies have constipation of problems so much in newborn phase, because their digestive system, as I earlier said, it is not developed properly. So make sure you are checking your baby thoroughly. You are noticing his crying pattern, whether your baby is crying or screaming. I had made a very dedicated video on this, that is different kind of needs of baby. So please go and check that video. That will definitely help to you all. So if you are fulfilling your baby's all need, and his crying is stopped, in that case there is nothing to worry. But about that, if you fulfilling all your baby's need and still he's crying, in that case there might be a different condition. You have to do thorough checkup and have to take the action accordingly. That will obviously give comfort to your baby, and your baby's crying will be stopped. There is actually nothing to worry about it, because for every problem there is a solution. If you catch your baby's problem accurately, then obviously ultimately you are having solution in your hand. So just don't think too much, enjoy your motherhood journey. Then the next worry is actually, that is a worry when your baby comes in the world from a day 1, whether diaper is good for my baby's skin or not, whether because of that my baby will get a diaper rash or not. I had actually made a very dedicated video on that. Please go and check, in the description box you are having a link of that video. Please go and check. Actually I made a very good video on that. You will get a thorough information, what kind of diaper, what is the frequency of changing the diaper, then what are the indicators whether the diaper is good for your baby or not, how you can select a brand for your babies. So please go and check. This is a very good suggestion for you. And regarding the diaper use, in this point I'll just cover that using a diaper on your baby's skin is actually good. You have to follow some checklist are there. If you are fulfilling that and you are properly following all that guidelines, then obviously your baby is not having a diaper rash. And again, diaper rash is not occurring just because of the diaper, but if you are maintaining your baby's hygiene, cleanliness properly, then obviously there is not an issue of a rashes occurs on your baby's skin. Instead of diaper, if you are using a cotton nappy on your baby, but if you are not maintaining a proper cleanliness and hygiene on your baby's skin, then ultimately that rashes will occur. This is all about the cleanliness and hygiene of your baby's skin. So please go and check that video. That is actually a very good suggestion for you. That video is having a thorough and a whole bunch of information regarding the diapers. So according to me, using diaper on a baby's skin, there is nothing to worry. I had used diaper on Raghav's skin from a day one, and actually for a very little time, just for 1 to 2 times, he's having a rash problem, but after that he is all okay. So using diaper on your baby's skin is all okay. Then the next worry is very common. Actually I had this problem a lot because as a new parent for a first time mother, I had very much tension regarding this, whether baby's head might hurt or not, because they are so delicate. Their neck is not stiff that much, they are not holding their neck properly, they are not able to hold their head properly on their neck, and on above that on their head they are having a soft spot on this area or on the back side, that is called a fontanelle in the scientific language. Regarding that I had a lot of tension. I had called so many times to my pediatrician regarding that, whether that soft spot will be healed, for how much time that will be softened, whether that will be painful, or if by any chance my hand will go there, whether that will be painful to Raghav or not. And my pediatrician told me, just relax, it's just a growth phase. Though the fontanelle is very softened to your hand, but actually it's very hard from the inside. There is nothing to worry. We as a new parent, as a new mother, take a lot of tension while handling our baby, because this is totally actually a new experience for us. While passing our baby to someone else, there is a lot of tension regarding that soft spot on baby's skin, on baby's head. But trust me, it's a growth phase. After 6 to 10 months that automatically go off. There is nothing to worry. It's actually hard enough from inside, that will not getting hurt easily from the outside. So please do not stress yourself regarding that, whether I am able to handle my baby properly or not, whether I am a good parent or not, because there is a lot of things in coming in our mind as a new parents. But fontanelle that will go off, that soft spot will go off as your baby's growth. It's a natural thing. Please don't push ourselves so hard on that parameter. Then the last point, and it's actually very important, we are just focusing on that, whether my baby is achieving or he is reaching his milestone properly or not. As a new parent, as a new mother, we just focusing on our baby's growth, whether my baby is having appropriate weight, whether my baby is having appropriate head circumference or not, whether my baby's height is proper or not. Actually every baby is different. Every baby's reaction is actually different. His growth phases is different. So please don't rush yourself, don't push yourself, don't stress yourself on measuring that. It happens, we compare our baby with other babies. Actually there are so many of my friends that they are saying my baby is 2 years but he is not able to speak. It happens. Some baby talks later, some babies talks at their early age, some baby walks later, some baby walks at their early age. So it's just a different kind of growth phase which is your baby is facing. But that must be follow under that growth pattern, that under growth scale. There are actually a different kind of chart available. Please go and check if your baby is following in that chart, in that age group of range and doing that particular activity, then it's okay. But if you are seeing that your baby is lagging about 2 to 3 phases, in that case you must consult with your pediatrician. He will obviously guide you proper, he will obviously give you a proper treatment. So there is nothing to worry. For every problem there is a solution available. Don't blame yourself that you are not a good parent. It happens with us actually, that called a postpartum depression. I had faced this too. So it's just a suggestion from my side. Don't give guiltiness to yourself. It's just a phase. You just require a little bit of time for your motherhood journey, for bonding you with your baby. So these are the general worries. Don't think on it too much. It happens. When I look back, Raghav is 2 plus now. When I look back, I think that, oh my god, I think a lot on it. I just wasted my time in doing overthinking. It's just a natural process. It's just a natural phenomenon. As your baby grows, these all problems will overcome. So this is all about today's video. I had tried to cover the all information thoroughly. These are the general worries which actually bothers a new parent, and this video is actually for to be parents also. If you seen the video till the end, if you like the video, please hit the like button. This is the only indicator, this is the only message for me whether you are liking my content or not. Please comment on the video if you are having anything extra or anything good information that will help me also and other parents also. And please subscribe Mom on Board. Please press the bell icon and please share this video. It's a help from little help from my side. Mom on Board actually takes a worry of all parents and give there some kind of solution, a little kind of happiness. This is actually Mom on Board does. So please share this video. That will help other parents also. Very soon we will meet in my next video. Till then, take care of yourself and please be on board and be in touch.